Hi, everyone, and welcome back to What a Story. Today's guest is a dear friend of mine who's out east. He is a comedian, radio host, and a veteran. So, Eric Payne, how you doing?
I am outstanding, sometimes upstanding, but never
Cool.
a farmer out in the field.
Okay. So, what's been new? What's new?
Well, I'm getting almost close to the anniversary of my wedding, which was, believe it or not, I know I look so young, but we're going to be celebrating 40 years in April.
Wow.
40 years.
Wow.
And for those doing math, yes, I was 19. And for those in PEI, I had to get my parents to okay it and sign for me to be able to get married. I thought that was just for relatives in PEI. I think they're still using ancestry.ca as a dating site. You can ask Justin Shaw about this some other time.
Okay.
But no, just sitting back reminiscing. And I had just joined the forces back then. I was even like 180 pounds, which I am not now, and haven't been for a very, very long time. Um, I got the talk because my bachelor party was the night before the wedding,
Oh.
and my bride to be, who probably seen the writing on the wall, I don't think it was in Sanskrit, but she says, if you come down the aisle drunk, I'm going to say no. So I did get a little tipsy and a little ill the night before, which kind of worked in my favor because kind of got rid of all the stuff hanging around in my guts. I got really drunk really fast, and I don't want to say lightweight because I'm really never light.
Okay.
But in typical fashion, she calls me up and says, okay, don't forget, the ring. Don't get to the church and forget the ring. She made a big deal out of this. And this is the day of. She's talking with me on a phone, one of those things that used to be attached to the wall.
Oh, yes.
And I said, okay, I'm taking notes. So I get all dressed up and get everybody to where they need to be. And I stopped in to see my dad. Dad used to like rye, God rest his soul. So did I. And he was partway into a 26er. He says, hey, you want to have a drink before you go? And I said, I can't. She says, if I come down with liquor on my breath, she's going to say no. And I don't want to disappoint everybody when we get there. So, anyway, I get to the church, and I can see to the back of the church when she showed up, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle going on. Come to find out, guess who forgot her ring? Lucky her parents lived kind of close to the church, but it was a day that all kinds of things didn't go right. And because we didn't have a car, I was using my mother's, and I had been just came home from for my trades training to get married.
Yeah.
What I didn't know is that everybody in the family was using my mother's car, who was lending me her vehicle to run around all day long. Nobody put gas in the vehicle. So we get to the reception part. Everybody gets fed. Everybody's happy. Speeches are made. Um, my family is they like a good time, and that usually comes with spirits, which sometimes doesn't work out for the family, and you know, in the long run. But that's later. So anyway, we're living on Prince Edward Island. We're going to Moncton to the car show for
Yeah.
our honeymoon. I go to drive off the boat, and I look down, and the gas gauge doesn't move when I turn the car on. This is a early mid-range K car, gray on the outside, red on the in the inside. If anybody knows, right? If you know, you know. And I thought if I could just get to this town next to where the boat pulls in, there's a 24-hour gas station there, we'll be fine. We ran out of gas and I rolled into a gas station at 2:30 in the morning that was closed. So that's where our honeymoon was. We spent the night there. I got the front seat, she got the back seat. Um, I don't want to get into any other images that people are going to have to, wipe from their brains, boop. Don't want the light flashing on people. Um, but yeah, we ended up at the car show for our honeymoon the next day. And that was kind of emblematic of, we'll say, how the marriage has kind of gone over the 40 years. It's been a challenge, more for her because I've got paperwork on me. I've been diagnosed and I get medication.
All right. And 40 years later, she still wakes up going, why? Why?
Yeah, yeah. I keep on asking her, why do you hate me?
All right, Eric. Like usual, what are your socials if people want to stalk you?
If you Google Eric Payne, I have a website, ericpayne.ca. I have Facebook. I have some Instagram. And of course, I'm drawing a blank. But if you Google me,
Yeah.
I'll come up in some form or fashion, usually attached with my face. There is an author out there who is of color. That's not me.
Okay. I think people put two to two together. All right, Eric. Yeah, it's been a blast. I always love your stories, and I'll have you back on again.
You're a doll.
All right, I'll talk to you later.